here working today. I want to make this video something on my heart. Not the love of God that is God towards you, but the love that we have toward God. And I'm thinking about this story when Jesus asked Peter, he says, "Peter, do you love me?" And Peter says, "Lord, you know I love you." And then Jesus asks him again, he says, "Peter, do you love me?" And he says, "Lord, you know I love you." And then Jesus asks him again, he says, "Peter, do you love me?" And Peter's almost annoyed at this point. He says, "Lord, you know I love you. Why do you keep asking this question?" He says, "Then if you love me, go and feed my sheep." And I was thinking about the story. I just heard a man of God just say this. When God is speaking to Abraham, the element, when he asked Abraham to go up to the mountain and to give his only son as a sacrifice before the Lord, to give Isaac back to God, the promise, the thing that Abraham was waiting for so long to receive, the thing that Abraham was waiting for God to fulfill. And God asked him for that very thing, to give it back to him. And Abraham is going up something called Mount Moriah. And as Abraham is climbing the mountain, this thought is wrestling in his mind that the thing that God promised me, the thing that I've been waiting for, God is asking for it back. So Abraham is ascending Mount Moriah. And in the moment right before he goes to kill his son, he hears a voice saying, "Abraham, stop. The Lord has provided." In other words, God tells Abraham something powerful. He says, "Now I know that you fear me." It wasn't because Abraham had fellowship with God before. Abraham had a prayer life. That's why Abraham could even hear God speak to him to climb something called the Mount Moriah. But it was in that moment when Abraham began to respond in obedience to what God had asked him for. He didn't say, "God, did you really ask me for this? God, did you really do this?" Many of us would say, "God, you wouldn't ask me for this. God, it's not like you to ask me for the thing that my heart loves. God, you're not that type of God." But I want to encourage you, yes, he is. Because he is a God who is jealous for you. He wants to bless you, but he is a God who is jealous for you. And he does not just want your money. He wants your heart. He wants your attention. And he wants your affection. And the things that are in competition with your own heart for your affection, the things that are in competition with my heart for my devotion, become enemies with him. And there's a moment where God will ask you, not for the thing that's in the back corner, but the thing that you've been waiting for, the thing that you believe is a treasure. And like Abraham, I believe God is going to tell many of you, he says, "Now I know that you fear me." It's not because you said, "Because I fear you, God." It's not because you tell people that you fear him, that you fear him. It's going to be because God finds you on the mountaintop of Mount Moriah, where he can look at you and says, "Now I know that you fear me." Like Jesus tells Peter, he says, "Do you love me? Then go feed my sheep." It's not enough just to say that you love him. You may feel that you love him, but you do not love him yet the way that he wants to be loved. And you may say you fear him, but unless you are finding yourself on the top of that Mount Moriah, you're not